I want to do a drawing real quick. I'm trying to practice some more. I feel like I'm not really getting better, to be honest with you. That's how it feels. But hopefully, I get a little better from this practice sketch. I don't know, people like draw faces so consistently. Every time I draw a face, I'm always like unsatisfied with it. Yeah, I don't think I've ever been satisfied with the actual like sketch. I'll draw a nose here, and then not really sure how to draw the mouth. It looks like it's smirking. I don't like that. I'm drawing that one girl from what's it called, Fire Force. You might know I draw this, the crown thingy. I think curves over into her hair. I think just not really gonna worry about dimensions right now. I'm gonna just focus more. Actually, I feel like I don't know. There's something off about this. It doesn't look good. Give me 1 second. I think I want something different with this sketch. I think I want more of a tilt on like the head, like something like that maybe. I feel like that's too extreme of a tilt though. Actually, that looks a lot better than the one before. I forgot how her hair looked again. Not to mention, I kind of forgot her name. So I don't know how to look up this character. The reference I'm using for this kind of cuts off the hair somewhere around here, and also the reference is only showing a side view. I'm not even drawing, so it doesn't help that much. But it gives enough information to figure everything else out on my own. It's too expressionless. How do I make it like not like too much, but enough for us like simply like it's just bland, you know? I guess that works. Just a rough sketch real quick. I do like the line art and everything once I feel like it's all a little more put together. Let's get the crown to wrap around a little more here and here. Then I can kind of extend the hair a bit more. Then for her shoulders, I kind of like draw just a little outside where the head is, not too much, enough for it's like believable. Then I kind of wrap it around and connect it to that collarbone like that. Then I can draw the trap muscles somewhere along those lines to kind of match up. I'm not sure if that's the best way to do it. That's just the way I learned. That looks like a pose that could exist, right? Maybe. I don't know who's hitting this pose, but it looks like it can exist. The shoulder over here is so fucked up, though. I gotta round that out a little bit. Then the shoulder right here, I'll just kind of fix up a bit. And I think that's all I gotta do on that. I might want to fix up some things here and there. I'll probably do that after I get the sketch finished. Yeah, I have more room down here. See, this is why I don't like Krita like zooms in so much to the point where it cuts off so much, you know? I had all this space down here, which I'm probably just gonna cut off anyways. Some things to note, I still have no idea what the hair even looks like. Because it cuts off around here, so I might just cut it off on my own sketch too, to make things simple, but I feel like it's kind of not very fun. I'll cut it off because I have no idea what it looks like and it might ruin the overall finished piece if I try to continue with that. Alright, so far so good. Like the nose is missing something. I could draw a nostril in, but I feel like it's just too small to the point where it might just be, yeah, it's kind of a useless detail at that point. Doesn't really have any purpose. Just realizing she also has a mark on her arm right here. You can kind of just draw that in. Alright, new layer time. Try to like make it a little bit more intentional with my lines. Something honest, I couldn't really see my sketch. Like it was there, but I just had so many different lines going everywhere that I just couldn't see what I was actually looking at. So that I can This might take a while. I'm not good at line art. My hand is getting stuck on the tablet. Oh, whoops, wrong thing. There we go. That's good enough. Like this. And for her face, probably it'll take me a few times. Yes. Like a little chin down here. Let's wrap around to this. That way I don't make it too pointy. There we go. I can just erase a little excess pixels I don't need anymore. I think her face might be too small. I might have made her mouth too small. I can just change that. Like that. That looks decent. As far as decent goes. Just, okay. I apologize for my line art, by the way. I'm just not good at it. I want to learn painting and stuff as well. How to do color, but man, I'm just not good with color at all. I've tried a few times. It just does not look good. I did fill other drawings yesterday, but I didn't record, so I couldn't really use it too much. I have no idea where I pulled that from. I feel like the side piece right here, and this like braided hair should be more to the side over here, over in this area. I might save that for later and just focus on what I did right for now. Then for her hair, I'll bring the side part a little more to the side and kind of wrap that down here. I want to catch that bend on parts of her body so that it's more like volume. I might get like do like that, you know? Then yeah, there we go. One more in line. Okay, looks as good as I can get it. And same thing again, kind of wrap around that collarbone and up there. And I want this not to go over the face this time. There we go. Alright, so far, decent. What I'm working with. I feel like I messed up the face a little bit though. If I reverse it here, I can try to see what I did wrong. So I think it becomes clear that the chin was wrong, which I knew I was going to mess up on. Man, I really don't like to zoom in this. Let's see. You might just have to erase this entirely. Yeah, let's just erase this. I don't like the hair very much either on the side. It's not a huge loss. I need to figure out what I did wrong here. So just start around here. Or maybe it shouldn't. Just start where that is. Maybe that looks a little better. Actually, it does look a little better. But still not right. If I do something like this, hold on. I map it out for myself here. Make it a little easier on myself. We can use a line tool to kind of map out general shapes where everything is. So it should start somewhere around here. You would think. Kind of wrap around like that. I think that's where I went wrong on this one. wasn't properly wrapping around. So let's see if I can get this one right this time. What am I? What? I gotta do this? Oh, the lines are so small to the point where I can't even see them. I gotta change that. Nope. Let's flip it a little bit. Maybe that'll help. Okay. Let's see how this looks. A little better, but still not there. As you can see, it kind of like cheeks don't really match. They kind of go right here. So let's go ahead and reverse that and do the side first, but then wrap it around. Oh my goodness. I don't like line art very much. I like sketching though. There we go. This, I'm gonna get it. Was this my reversed or is this my I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm tired again and it's what time is it? Why am I so sleepy? It is 12 o'clock. I woke up like 2 hours ago. I don't know why I'm so sleepy after waking up. Like not sleepy to the point where like I can't do anything, sleepy to the point where like, I'm ready to go back to sleep. It's impossible for me to stay awake. Might be drawing actually. I think drawing makes you sleepy. Something's off about this. Yeah, a little off. Let's reverse that and try to figure it out. I think it's something like probably size difference to the other side. That doesn't look right either. Let's, you know what? Let's just flip the cold canvas so I can get this right for once. There you go, a lot better. Get this side too, that way it looks like it's a little more symmetrical. Then I'm gonna do, I think adding these lines on the neck kind of adds a lot. Then I'll do this clothing first before doing the arms. I think I made one side of the clothing too much. Yeah, just slightly overboard on this sleeve. Easy fix. I can kind of just like that. Alright, so far looking not terrible. I thought it was going to be a lot worse for me. I still have not done the hair on this side. I guess I accidentally reversed it. Not reversed it, Control Z it. Let's just add basic hair here. Make it wrap around. Then get the erase tool and erase everything in between. That way I know I'm looking at when I actually start coloring. Or at least trying to color. Something's off about it. Something is off about it. I'm not even gonna worry. Let's ignore it. I think that's the easiest choice when something's off about my drawings, just to ignore it. I'm sure I'll figure it out later. No. Try this line. No. Yes. That line looks a lot better. I'll do this one over here too. Now time for the shoulders, which I'm not excited about. Because I'm not good at drawing arms. Like at all. Only a single time I've actually been happy with how my arms look. Like in drawings. I don't know why I can't draw arms. That looks not terrible. I'll be honest with you, I think I did good. I didn't have to control Z or anything that much. That's a plus. And for this, I'll just go ahead and do something like that instead of trying to color it right now. Just do the general shapes. Okay, now for the hair, we're actually going to erase on our before later so we can redo this entirely. Because I wasn't very happy with how it turned out. But I'm happy how the liner turned out, honestly. It's not messy, it's not too much. It looks nice. So I'm very impressed with myself. This is, I don't know what day, I think it's like day 6. I didn't post day 5, so I guess I'll just post it as day 5 instead. Actually, no, I posted day 6. I'm doing like on my TikTok as well, where I try to keep up with it. So it'd be kind of weird if I made this day 5 and made everything else day 6. I want the braided hair over here more to the side. I feel like that would add, yeah, there we go. This right here, and then we'll just redo, hold on, wait, that right there, and I'll do this, and then add another piece of hair over here. And then I can add like this like little pineapple shape. The best way I can describe it. Alright, let's somehow try to make this clean artwork. Not artwork, I mean clean line work. Somehow we gotta make it. Let's tidy up this part first. A little bit more. Then I can go in with lines. Start with the braids. I think that's what I missed the most. I'm so focused on this right now. So sorry if I don't talk. I'm just trying to make sure I get this right without having to redo it too many times. Control Z is probably the best thing ever. That's not terrible. I like that actually. Although what I forgot to add is stuff back here almost, more volume back here. I'll do that as soon as I finish this. And actually, I don't think with the cover reference we can just go all the way over here and manage to actually fit it in. I'm not really that good at drawing hair. You know what? I'm gonna have some faith in myself here. I am good at drawing hair. No, the fuck, I am not. I gotta find some way to fix this. I can add like over here, something like that. That works, right? That works. Okay, now I'm just messing everything up. Line art supposed to be kind of smooth and not messy. Gotta kind of fix this. There we go. Add another one right here. And here's what it looks like reversed or mirrored. Yeah, I definitely need something back here. So we'll go ahead and start adding that now. So two things I forgot to add. One being this like volume of hair right here. I think I might have made the crown too small. If I can do this, that might fix it a little bit more and allow me to have some hair showing back here, which then kind of spikes off here. And it spikes over here as well on this side. Something like that. Just make it a little more droopy because hair it kind of falls down. Okay. Let's erase a lot of this then, since we kind of messed up a lot. I don't know, I can't seem to get this one right. Let's erase a little more and try something else. I'm gonna try like this, and then go straight down. Actually, I like a little bit more curve. Goodness fucking gracious, I gotta. There we go. Takes me a second. It's no. Okay, before we do anything, let's set some boundaries on our crown here so I don't actually go overboard like I did. Okay, I guess that's really all we can do. Gotta erase down here as well. we're gonna rotate this before we even do that. It took me one line to figure it out that I was not gonna get that at that angle. Okay. Moment of truth. Not bad. Actually, yes, it is bad. I think I messed up somewhere along the lines here, so it has to be like that. It's kind of messy now, though. I bet it's a little too messy. I'll just deal with it for now until I finish this top part over here. Okay. I think it looks fine, honestly. I think it will look fine. I may have made the shoulder too big. Now that I look at it a little further, I think I made the shoulder too big. Let's erase both, actually. The guideline and the line art. So we have to erase this as well, because this is wrong. And it says that another boundary here. I think that'll help us a little more if I set a boundary here. So we'll just do, can't pass this point right here anymore. Let's set a rule for myself. Make sure I don't go overboard with proportions. Sorry. Alright, let's do this. I think this might look a little bit better if I get it right first try. Which I am not going to be able to do. How am I going to do this, actually? That line's too small. That line is a little small. Let's add a little more volume to that. There we go. There we don't go. Let's not do that. Nope. Nope. Yes. Perchance. I'm gonna lose my mind. So there's actually some important anatomy when it comes to this. It is not like a straight curve, like that or whatever, which looks weird to me. Apparently that's right. Upon further inspection. Now, is there tattoos on her left arm? Right? So which one's left and right? I was looking at me. So my left arm is her right arm over here, right? So for like reference, what I'm talking about is my left is this over here for them. So this is their left arm. So that's what their tattoo is. Or mark or whatever it's called. I think it's the evangelist mark, right? I don't remember seeing other evangelists with this mark particularly. It's like kind of a power button if you look at it. Like you just look at this part right here. It's like a power button. Not that I'm making fun of it. There we go. I originally wanted it at this angle, I think. So something's off still. Something is off about it. I just don't know what it is. Maybe just lacking detail or something. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go on my phone. I'm gonna go on TikTok for like an hour, and I'll come back and hopefully by then I'll have fresh eyes And no, it's not an excuse to go doom scroll. So I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, there might be some background noise. But I'm sure it's fine. I am back after like an hour and a half of doom scrolling. I noticed some immediate faults with this after coming back, so thankfully it wasn't all for nothing. I wasn't just scrolling on TikTok for no reason. Okay, I'm gonna draw hair like this and somehow connect it all together. I might have to redo my line art actually. I'm not gonna get the line art. I plan on using the line art, then painting over it, then taking the line art off, and it's hard to explain. I need to look up what the character's name is so I can actually look up a reference for some colors. As you know, I kind of like to just copy and paste a photo into my workplace right here, and then use that for a color palette. Oh, I'm on erase, that's why. I'll say like, why is it not working? So, tiny bit of hatching right here. To kind of give it a little bit of a shine effect. Again, there might be some background noise, just a slight amount. Sorry about that. There we go, and I got like some right here. I do hatching so slowly, I should know how to do it faster. That works for the time being. I think the rest of it looks fine. Thankfully, I don't have to redo it too much. Anyways, let me find out what this character's name is before I continue. I have no idea where I got the reference from. I'm being completely honest with you. I know I got off Pinterest, but I forgot where. Is there a history tab I can go to, like where everything I looked up? I didn't look up the character, I like kind of stumbled upon it. Here we go, I found it. It doesn't say the character's name. Okay, it's showing me other characters from Fire Force. It's not even showing me the right one. I could just look up Fire Force characters. Wait, on something. Haomiya? Is that her name? Okay, I'm gonna look up if I can find something. So it's spelled Haumea, right? From Fire Force. I don't really want fan art. I want like one from the actual show so I can get the colors right. I don't want to get the colors wrong. Honestly, a bluish type of hue would not like be bad. Okay, let me I found something like a bluish type of shadow to it. How amusing. That's the name of a dwarf planet. That's not what I want in a Fire Force. I'm not sure how accurate this one is. I like the blue in here, so that's what I mean. Yeah, whatever. I don't even know what those settings do. I have no idea which one to choose. So we're gonna go with this layer right here. I'm gonna add a second layer on top. And I'm gonna get some colors. So this is the base color for the crown. Put it over here. Crown, and the shading. This. It's a weird color to shade with. Is that really right color? Oh, it's green. Not what I was expecting at all. Skin tone and the shadows for that. It doesn't look like they go any further than that. I just use one base color and then one shadow. Don't seem to use any glare as far as I can tell. Then this part right here, this isn't reflective, so there's no need for a second color. Alright, then we can turn that off. And then we're gonna grab, this is our line art layer, so we'll do layer underneath that. And let me look at reference again. So we're gonna start by doing the clothes first. That way we can do everything else underneath it. So we'll do the clothes were, it was blue and white. A little tricky for me to understand everything since I don't really use blue in any of my artworks. The skin tone. This is crown, skin, and this is the clothes. Okay. And since we made this the color of the whole thing kind of pinkish, it's a little easier to see. If I did gray, I feel like it's kind of difficult for me to even see the shadows correctly. Like it helps the highlights, but when it comes to shadows, I find it kind of difficult if I turn it too gray. But a pinkish hue is always nice for me. That's what works for me at least. I should probably use the fill tool, but I'm already too far in. So it is what it is. I'll try using the fill tool over here. We already kind of did that one before, so there's no point using the fill tool. But here we can use a fill tool. And I just hope it works, because my fill tool never works. I don't know why. Okay, move over here. Sometimes I wish it was touchscreen so it's easier to zoom in and out. I'm drawing over the hair, since the hair is going to be on a different layer. And it will go over this entire layer, so there's no point in worrying about that. At the current moment, my hand keeps getting stuck to a tablet. I shouldn't be doing this with a airbrush, but I am anyways. That doesn't look right. Something's off. Nope. I think it's because of, yeah, there we go. I may have done it in different pressure, so it might have ended up being kind of weird. Alright, that's to close. Then we'll do here. We need to fill this layer in. It's already kind of easy to color in by hand. I saw a guy on YouTube do this all with the lasso tool. That's insane, dude. I can't even get my lines. Like, I'm not good enough with the pen to ever do anything in one stroke. You know? My line art is just way too messy for that. And then the skin's going to be underneath the clothes. So we need to erase everything here. And we can check our paint with this. Make sure everything looks right. There's some up here that I don't like. I gotta erase some of it. And I think that's it. Alright, next up is this part right here. And for this, I'm not gonna worry about shading it too much. I'm just gonna go this. After this is all said and done, I might go in with a different layer, like a fill layer. Set it to blue and turn the opacity down. try to get myself a more of a blue tint on everything. I want to see if that works. Okay, let's see this. That actually worked first try. I was not expecting that at all. It was a very pleasant surprise. And see, this one works first try as well. It does. Okay. I have to erase some of the stuff here. I don't want any overlapping. And then where is... There we go. I've only used Krita and Ibis Paint. Ibis Paint. So I like Krita. Ibis Paint is cool since it's more of a, it's on a touch tablet. I keep accidentally using whatever, like it keeps like switching over to my color picker tool whenever I don't want it to, and it's a little annoying. I don't know why it does that, but if no one knows how to fix that in Ibis Paint, where I can stop choosing the color picker all the time, then I might use that software a little more. I like Krita the most. There's just so many options and so many different tools. Alright, that's it for the clothing. So we're going to add a layer underneath all this for the skin color, which is actually pinkish white. So we're just going to go ahead and Control C that. I want to use a fill tool. Kind of matches the clothing a little too much, I feel like. Hopefully when we start shading it, the difference will be a little more apparent. It's not that close. I feel like it's still, yeah, I feel like it's still a little too close to the color of the clothing here. Maybe that's just me though. Where is, there we go, my erase tool. Then check on the rest of the outline here before using the fill tool. And I check my paint by doing line art off and just fixing any mistakes that I see. Cool. Alright, next up is, I think the crown should be on the same layer as the clothes. So here's the crown's color. It's light yellow. And shaded with green is still surprising to me. Creator had an option where you can choose down here a bunch of different types of what the hell? Oh, I can do that. Whereas I had an option where you can choose different types of tones or colors to make things easier. Let's figure out how to activate that again. I probably wasn't even close to the edge of the thing. It overlaps a little bit, but that's fine. This character is mostly goofy in the anime, but they had some serious moments, so I don't really want to draw them goofy. As much as I like drawing facial expressions. We'll erase all our mistakes in a second. Let's first get the color down. I'm gonna go in here, erase everything that I don't want there. Okay, I messed that up. Make sure to release my pen every now and then, that way if I Control Z it doesn't undo everything all at once. Alright, cool. Now if we do the layer below, using this color, it shouldn't be an issue if we go over. Since it's below clothing and the crown, so it makes it easier for me not to make mistakes. After I'm done adding base colors and shading, I might take another break. What the fuck just happened? I just colored everything on the screen. You see that? Now, why did I do that? What's happening here? I'm missing something. I know I am. But I don't know what it is. Is it the threshold that I'm doing wrong here? I can try changing the sprite to a little lower. That still didn't work though. Well, I'm not gonna fight with it. I'm just gonna go ahead and just paint it by hand. Then we'll erase everything I don't want. I'm better at erasing than I am coloring. Even though it's basically the same thing. I think the crown is still kind of off. But it's fine for now. Okay, time for the hair. Which goes over the crown. So we'll do a layer above this for the hair. Let's go ahead and find the color for hair. It's this color. Draw it right here. And the shadows are using this. And they actually are having highlights, which are a lighter color for the highlights. Which we'll just go with pure white, honestly. Okay, turn that off for now. This layer's gonna be underneath everything. And we'll do a second layer with this strand that goes above everything else. I think that might be the easiest way to do it. And I'm not gonna use a fill tool this time. I give up on using fill tool. I always kind of mess up with the fill tool, and I never really get to be right. So I'm painting by hand. Ever since I started digital art, I've been really lazy. I have not wanted to do any blending at all recently. even though it probably should. My computer fans are going pretty crazy right now. Not sure what that's about. I feel like the hair looks just too similar to everything else. Like it all looks too closely like similar, you know? Like the hair looks too close to the skin, the skin looks too close to the clothes. The crown's the only thing that really stands out. Which I'm assuming is kind of the whole point. It might look a bit different when we start shading it. Then we'll do another layer above this layer for the strands of hair right here. It's all kind of messy, it's all layers. I'm gonna flatten all of them into one layer eventually. So I'm not really too concerned with labeling or anything. Or keeping track of anything. Just kind of concerned with getting it all on the paper or on the tablet. Okay, I think that's good as is. Time for some shading. So, for shading stuff, I don't really want to shade. I might be able to use the magic tool. So what I'm going to do, for all our base colors right here, I don't really want to flatten them all yet. I'm still unsure about a lot of it. Let's just get straight into shading, I think. I think that's kind of what I'm going to do instead. So for this, I have a reference for the shading I want to do. Okay. Let's go with our magic wand. Magic wand never really worked for me. This is our line art, right? Choose black. And let's go this part there. Okay, if I try drawing outside this layer now, I can't possibly do that. The only issue is that when I am done with it, let's say this white line there. So what I can do with magic and turn, I think row is like 2 pixels, I believe. What's the right thing to do with that? Not quite what I wanted. Let's try that again. There we go. Okay. So we want to grow on our thingy 2 pixels. That way it has a little bit more room. And this is our skin layer. This is our whatever layer that is. I don't know what layer that is. I think it's a hair layer. And this is our clothes. So we're gonna add layer above that. Click on this, and I can finally get to work on something that's gonna make my artwork better. Hopefully, it makes it look better. It's really up to fate here. I'm sure it'll be fine. The blue looks so random now, like mixing with all those white and pinkish hues. I think it might be tricky to make this be able to work. Okay, well I can't reach over here, this spot, so I kind of messed up there. If it's too harsh, I go lighter on this. Then I can go with like a darker shadow here. Kind of leads down. Then here in this general area, I can do like a light shadow. Not too harsh. Holy shit, I forgot that I'm terrible to airbrush. Let's actually use a different tool. Nice. This one should be a little bit more flat. Turn opacity down, and we can get a little bit better. Okay, I don't know why it's able to draw outside lines. Why is it doing that now? It's not able to do that over here, but over here I can draw the lines for whatever reason. It is perfect. Love that. So I'm gonna just draw. Okay, I do this all in one fell swoop here, else it kind of messes up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go outside lines like this, directly outside, then erase. Or I can just grab the color real quick. Opacity to max, then do this again. I don't know, should I do different colors? I feel like I should just do all one color. Yeah, let's do it all in one color, honestly. I'm messing around with it too much here. Let's get this one over here as well. I haven't really decided on what I want the lighting to go from, where to come from actually. So I'm just kind of shading as I think it should be, I guess. I don't know. I'm not really good with light. I can't seem to get this right. That's a little better. I think that's the shirt done for now. This is the hair layer. This is clothes, and this is the skin. That's the hair, skin right here. And the skin tone had a different type of hue. Draw on top of that. It's not really drawing anything. Did I choose the wrong color perchance, or what's happening? I'm a little confused. Oh, right. Magic thing. Gotta make sure I'll use it there. We're actually not gonna use it at all on this one. I think we're fine. This one needs to get erased right there. And this is where I was before. Kind of lost my spot there for a second. Probably why I should have erased beforehand. I'm gonna go in and blend everything later, obviously. I don't know entirely how I feel about the, the blue. I don't know if it really works here. Well, no, it works. We had a good reference photo that shows that it works pretty well. The only issue is that I don't know if I can make it work. And for the face, sorry, we can do a light type of thing here, like, very small, subtle shadows here underneath the crown. I think that works. Yeah, there we go. My line art needs so much work. Okay, hold on. There has to be a better way to do this. This is the way I got, so. What else needs shading again? We need the hair. No, the crown first. We should do the crown first. Which is this right here. It's like a magic wand to crown. And see what extent I can magic wand that. So in here, they use it around where I put these hatching marks. So I think I should do the same. Just gonna go ahead and draw in these lines, color them in. I should not have chosen, what's it called? To do a curved line there. I think it looks off. There we go. There we don't go. It's still off by a lot. I'm gonna erase a few then. And try to straighten it up a little bit. Okay. I think the green looks a little misplaced. But I'm gonna ignore that fact for now. Still feels a bit off, you know? This is the hair, right? And for the hair, it was up here. A different layer. And we might try to magic wand it. Let's see how far I can go with this. Okay, I can only go to these three pieces right here. If I hold shift, I can probably get a few more. strands of hair to cooperate here. I have this whole area right here to work with. I think that's good enough for me. Don't want to be too greedy and ruin it. Okay, for this, I'm just going to go in here and there's some basic shading. I'll add some detail to the hair in a bit. First, I just kind of want to get the basic shadows down. Mostly being the shadows that you get when two objects touch or close to each other. I'm imagining a dramatic song while I'm doing this. And not much for me to add here in terms of comments. Just kind of doing the same thing as before. This part's the most boring for me. Like there's so much more I could be doing. But I got put the base colors down, the base shadows first. Before I can do anything else. I gotta stop leaning like over my tablet. It's not a good habit. I'm trying to get kind of lazy with it. Coloring takes so much time. It's already like an hour and 20 minutes of me into this. And I don't like editing, so I have no clue what I'm gonna do with the rest of this footage. I think for now, it works. I'm gonna turn the liner off. And what I'm gonna do is, where's my color palette? Turn that off. What? Whoa. Wait. What layer or is this other color palette I had? Same layer as the hair for some reason. Yes. We can't erase that. Why can't we erase it? We're on the same layer. Oh, right. There we go. Okay, what I'm gonna do now. Ow. Sorry. Let's choose this black color and try to go around this a bit. There's a style of art I want to try real quick. Hope that works. Kind of like makes it so that my line art isn't like obvious inside the artwork, but like still allows me to have like a kind of a sticker type of look for my drawing here. I'm gonna do this real quick, and I'm gonna take another break. I've been drawing for I think another 40 minutes. I think at least. No wait, it's been 40 minutes again. I can't believe how long it's been. I feel like I barely started anything. But it's good to take breaks so I don't get burnt out. Also, so I can come back with the same passion and actually put a decent amount of effort into something instead of rushing. I was also today planning, as I said before, to test out a bunch of different brushes. To find some better ones. I feel like my brush choice is not like that great. My choices I really go with is flat brush or airbrush, and those are good. I feel like there's so much more I could be using that would help certain effects that I want. And I can also go online and just download brush sets. Okay, I think this is where I'm gonna stop for like right now, and I'm gonna go relax again. What time is it? 2:12. I've only been going for 30 minutes. I'm about to pass out. I'm sleepy. I don't know how. I think I'm gonna go get some water and then watch some YouTube or something. I don't even know. But yeah, we're back. Okay, I'm back again. I I feel like the colors are off now. I'm looking at it again. So this is the brown. This is the clothing. then where is my skin tone layer? Right here. There's a way, I think. Where is it? Layer style. We can do like a color overlay, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. How do I get the skin tone that I want? It's not really quite what I wanted. I wanted kind of a bluish hue with nothing else, actually. Actually, no, let's go with like skin tone. I can find out where that is. That's good. I want to make it a little lighter. Yeah, I think that's right there. That is enough. Okay, cool. Then I also forgot about what's it called? Where's the layer with this? Yeah, okay, so it's kind of weird shading. I have my line art here. Okay. Sorry, I went away for like an hour or so. So I forgot where all my layers were. I gotta redo this all over again. I'm only doing the outside layers in black, and then the inner layers we're gonna be outlining and defining with just a darker version of that color instead. If that makes sense. Okay, now that we're here, I can kind of explain a little more how I'm gonna do my line art inside here. So I think I'm just gonna grab this color and press K a few times to get a darker version. Nah, never mind. I've decided against that. We're gonna use this blue color to get these lips put down like that. So we can go ahead and erase my wrong layer. I did it all on the wrong layer. Do it on this layer. That's the layer right above it. Okay. But the nose is a little too small. Same with the face, actually, now that I'm here. I feel like the face is too small. You might have to erase it, actually. Or at least just parts of it. You know, I'm still learning. So it's a learning process here. So the nose, I think it should be more out here, honestly. I feel like the nose is way too small. I can go ahead and apply this right here. And then press K a few times again. Okay, then for this piece of hair, we're gonna copy again, press K a few times again, and I'm just gonna use that to define the hair a bit. I don't know why this is here. No clue at all. I still have the cough. I was about to go to sleep actually, but it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I just don't want to, spend hours sleeping and kind of skip my day. Kind of want to appreciate my days as they come and go. Because soon I'll be in college, and then, you know, there goes a lot of my time when it comes to drawing and being myself. And then I'm gonna be working for a few decades until I retire at like 60 or something. I don't even know. I'm so excited to be a member of this society and community and work a job I don't like for several decades. Very hyped about that, as you can imagine. I mean, no one likes their job, so it's not like I'm the only one. But hopefully, in a few decades, I'll be better at art, a lot better than I am now, and can work for commissions instead of working as a nurse. That would be a lot more stress free. I can just spend my days napping, waking up, drawing, and then going back to sleep. It's crazy that I thought my art was good before I had social media, and then I realized my art isn't that great. I've seen some people do some crazy stuff with colors. I want to learn how to use color so badly, but I'm just terrible at it. I am not good at using color. I'm better at black and white, but I mean, it's kind of boring. When it was on paper, I love doing ink drawings and not using color at all. It looks good on paper, but on digital art, I feel like color is just there's just so much potential you can get there. It's kind of hard to resist. You know what I mean? Anyways, I'm just gonna keep coloring. I'm already so tired. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this piece. It's all right. I don't hate it per se, but I feel like I could have done a lot better. I gotta remember not to use highlights too much because then it kind of waters down where I want the highlights to actually be. Just kind of working my way. through this hair. For some reason, I had a dream, but I didn't go to sleep. Like, I was wide awake, but like, I was daydreaming while just sitting there. Kind of weird. What time is it again? It's like something o'clock. 3? It's almost 3:30. Okay. So it's been about an hour of me just on my phone instead of doing anything important. Like drawing, because drawing is really important, obviously. I wanted to play some video games as well, but I don't like playing video games during the day. It gives me like a huge headache. And to be honest, I kind of like spending my days drawing more than anything else. The more time I spend drawing, the better for me. I am really trying to learn this stuff. It's a little tricky at first, but I feel like I'm getting it. The more I do this, the skin tone layer is the shadow layer. What I want to do is I want to grab a pink, grab my airbrush, and kind of add like a pinkish tint. Actually, we can do more of a reddish tint. How more of a peach type of tint here on shoulders and her cheeks as well. Not so much that she's blushing, just saturation on skin is different. And there's a mid-tone between this shadow right here and these lights that I gotta worry about. I think I'm gonna go with the blue and have like something like that that kind of binds these two colors together. Something like this. That helps soften the shadows a bit. And we're gonna blend that in later on, obviously. Because I don't want to leave it kind of just random. Where am I going? And here, I don't really need it because the hard shadow is kind of a cast shadow. I don't really need that there. I do need it on the nose since it's kind of a blending into the skin color. Then I'm gonna get this skin color. Press K twice, I think. And I'm gonna go ahead and just add some lines around the face to kind of define it a little more. Looks too orangish. I want something a little more. Let's go ahead and just grab this color again. Kind of a pinkish type of thing, right? It was kind of saturating it, but I kind of wanted to make it darker. There we go. We're gonna grab this color here as well. And that is, which one is the close again? This one. We're gonna press K twice. And hopefully that gives me a good color I can work with here. Okay, hold on. First of all, I'm using the wrong brush. Second of all, I haven't I haven't worked with my shadows. This kind of helps divide the clothing from skin. I am gonna lose it. Why can't I follow a line? I feel like elementary school kids can probably do this better than I can. Nope. 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 That's as good as I'm gonna get it, to be honest. Just go over a few times. Then I go in the eraser. Perfect. I'm glad it's on the same layer. Now I can't really erase it without erasing everything. Which is exactly what I want. Honestly, it's just work with it. I think it's fine. I'm losing my mind. Okay, time for the crown. Again, I don't know why it was green, the color that we decided to use, or the color that was in the frame we decided to pick. Our reference. Now that's done, we're gonna do some rendering. Before we do any of that though, what is this layer? Our line art, delete that. This layer. Oh my goodness, I actually forgot. Okay, I forgot what layer I'm at. We forgot something really important. Forgot about this. We can do this in black. I didn't even think about it until now. I can probably choose this layer right here. If I did it cleanly enough, I might be able to just do this in one fell stroke. Nice. Now please tell me. Okay. Nice. That worked out better than I thought it would. Okay, this layer is useless to us now, I think. Should I keep this layer though? I guess I can keep it. For now. Sorry for the coughing. I really don't like how I get coughs like almost every day. Let's shift, then click all the way down here, and we're gonna flatten this layer. However, I am able to do that. Merge. I guess we can merge it all into one. Boom, shakalaka. I need the other thing before we do that. Merge. I forgot something important, which was my ability to think ahead. Unfortunately, doesn't really exist for me. I'm gonna go blue here, so to a dark blue and to a light blue. We all understand what that means, right? I'm so good at explaining what I'm doing. Now go into a lighter blue. Now go into a blender. And we're gonna blend all these colors together. Until they make something that looks similar to what we had in that other photo. And we're gonna set this to a blur. So not that, we want blur style, inner outer glow. That looks pretty cool. Not really what I wanted though. Ooh, we can do a color overlay. Let's see what we got here. So we want this color to be blue. Color in the middle, they're kind of a whitish, I guess. Delete you. Yeah, I don't think we even can. We can. We want you to be blue as well. Then you are going to be a light blue. Let's see how that looks. That doesn't look great. Or maybe it didn't actually. I don't know. I really don't know. Best I can do right now. I'm going to darken it up a little bit. I feel like something's off about it still. I generally, well, we can still do rendering, I guess. I suppose. We can do that by adding a layer on top. Grabbing a flat brush. And then we're gonna go ahead. Actually, no, what we're gonna do instead, we're gonna blend. We're gonna do a lot of blending. Before we do any kind of other rendering. The strength of my blur on this is, I think, a little too strong. Now it just feels like I'm smearing stuff around without any reason. I think I don't like the background. I'm gonna be real honest with you. So what I'm gonna do instead is, what the fuck? Okay, delete this layer. It might end up causing a ton of lag. Do a fill layer on top. Hit it with a white. A bluish white, actually. Why the fuck is it only gray? Am I losing my mind? Why is it only gray? Okay, we delete this layer too, apparently. What we're gonna do instead is, we can't actually draw on this one for some reason. So we're gonna have to do another fill layer. Do it white, I guess. Please tell me I get color. I don't get color for some reason. I'm not allowed color anymore. For whatever reason. I don't really know what the fuck is going on. That one allowed me color. Thank goodness. The character here, the light's coming from over here. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take a white, I'm gonna take a blue, choose somewhere in between. I'm gonna create a little light around them. But then what I'm gonna do, create another layer, a really light blue. Ow. What I'm gonna do now is create another layer with the dark blue and pray this one looks somewhat good. And you can kind of get that on top of our character a little bit. Turn the opacity down. Never mind, delete it. I think it's fine as is. Anyways, back to doing what I was doing before I started procrastinating. Choose a slightly darker color to go with. I mean, like, damn near black. And then I'm gonna use this to shade from now on. My computer sounds like it's dying. Like, not no joke, it sounds like it's actually about to die. Let's get this color real quick, because I made a small mistake, and that is I forgot to actually shade. I definitely forgot and didn't choose it not to do it on purpose. I forgot I was supposed to be talking. I'm nothing to add. Literally nothing to add. I'm just doing my best to understand what I'm even doing. I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't understand color at all. And that's fine. I'm gonna learn it one day. Probably. I mean, look at me now. I'm basically a master at it, right? Yep. Drawing puts me to sleep so quickly. I love drawing, but man, does it make me so sleepy. I don't know why it makes you sleepy. No? Cool. Thanks for the feedback. So, kind of awkward. I can't wait to watch this on my alt account. This is a huge banger for me. Sounds weird when I say it like that. I'm not using my webcam right now because I don't feel like recording myself the hunchback. I can really use some water. What I'm gonna do with these like really dark sides of it is actually what I can do instead is keep these as they are and go so far as to let me add this guy in here. Go so far as to take it a step further and get kind of a blackish color going here at the really edges of this. I'm gonna keep these here for the time being, right? And get rid of the green. Actually, I don't like that green. Get rid of the green and replace it with this black color instead. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this smudge tool, the blender tool, in a second. Kind of smudge it into spikes that I can then use like make texture for hair or try to replicate texture. I'm always scared of scratching my tablet. Like, do styluses like scratch tablets and cause permanent damage? I don't know, sounds like a stupid question because it's kind of made for drawing. This tablet is at least, but I feel like I'm kind of stabbing my tablet sometimes, especially when you apply like high pressure. I actually remember a drawing tablet, like one without a display that I could use for like Roblox or something if I wanted to. Even though I wouldn't need to since I have one right here with a display that I can probably use better. But I just, I thought I bought like a $30 stylus from Wacom and I don't even use it. I use this like XP pen instead. So I haven't calibrated the XP, like not, I haven't calibrated the Wacom pen, so I just haven't used it. It's kind of a stupid reason not to use a kind of an expensive pen, but you know what? Whatever. I don't want to set up settings anymore and deal with calibration. I just want to draw. That's all I want to do. My eyes are burning. I literally just blinked and now I have tears in my eyes because I haven't blinked in so long. That's not a good sign. I have like dots in my vision too. Like there's like these reoccurring little dots in my vision now. And getting rid of them is impossible for me. I gotta find a way to make it so I can add a filter over this artwork, but only for the character, not the background. I'm sure there's a way to do that, right? I'm confident there's a way, in fact. Very confident. Perchance. I guess we can keep some of the green in here. Kind of adds to the color. I don't want to make it too dark. Okay, now what I wanted to do before was take the smudge tool, kind of smudge it in the right direction. It's not very pressure sensitive, so it takes a lot of force. You need to get these spikes. I don't like the way they look either, so I'm not even gonna bother with that anymore. I'm gonna instead add some glare. Now it's the fun part. It's not that fun, but it's something. The part where I can lighten the colors a bit and add a it's like glossy effect to it. And no, I'm not gonna draw reflected light. I'm not even gonna bother thinking about that. Especially because reflected light always has a color to it. It's never really white. It's whatever the color it bounces off of. It makes it insufferable to deal with. I have an actual just white right now. And it doesn't even look that glossy here. So, no clue to do about that. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. We're gonna do some things here. I think we're good to go for this drawing. I'm gonna add a few filters before I finish this though. I wanted to add this, I think. That allows me to draw not outside it. Good, okay. Opacity down. Go to dark blue. No fucking hell, that is way too dark. That is way too dark. That's about right, I would say. But still kind of dark. Why is it? It stacks on top of each other? What the hell? That's the interesting. Do black instead, actually. Kind of darken this place up. I really wish I didn't do that. Okay, let's take this background filter. Paint layer. Do a fill layer. Black. Take the erase tool. This is where we can have a little more fun. Or not. It looks like it's not doing anything at all. Oh, did I pass these all the way down? Kind of want this whole crown thing to kind of shine through. Alright, so that's all I want to do. I am so tired. Also, I don't understand color. This is all I'm going to do for now. Because I've been drawing for 2 hours. Well, this piece took 2 hours. So I've been drawing. I guess I have been drawing for 2 hours and taking breaks. Alright, that's it. See ya.